Hi friends, how are you? Today I want to start a new series with you all. It's going to be about singleness, how to be happy in your singleness, how to be content, what to do, what not to do. So make sure if you like this content today, make sure to follow me on TikTok and YouTube. That's where I'm going to be posting this content from now on. So yeah, let's talk about singleness. I feel like nowadays everybody is just looking to be in a relationship. That's something society and the church itself puts on us, puts on young people, puts on anyone really. It's like, if you're not in a relationship, if you're not married, if you don't have kids, if you don't have all of these things, you are not successful. But let me tell you right now, that's not true. That's not true, okay? I don't know who came up with this idea, who put it into everybody's minds, but that's not true, okay? You don't need someone here on earth to tell you your worth, to tell you how beautiful you are, to tell you how loved you are, how valuable you are. You don't need that from any human. In fact, you can't get that from a human. You can only get that from God. He's the only one that can give you that affirmation that you need. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice for someone to come and give you a compliment or tell you, hey, you look beautiful. Hey, I think the world about you and this and that. But the first one that does that, the one that has already given it all for you, the one who already tells you your worth, is God. I want you to take the pressure off of you that says that you need to be in a relationship, because that's just a straight up lie. Another thing is, oh, if I'm not in a relationship, I can't achieve my purpose. I can't do my purpose. Homie, if that was the case, then Jesus didn't accomplish what he was supposed to do. Then the Apostle Paul didn't accomplish what he was meant to do on earth. And we know those are men of God. I mean, Jesus is literally God here on earth. So of course they both accomplished their purpose. You're able to accomplish your purpose in this time of singleness. Another thing is, I cannot stand the term season of singleness. Like, what is that? Please, let's veto that. Let's not call it season of singleness anymore. Let's just call it something else, like the time of waiting, the time of believing. If we just replace the word waiting with believing, what are you believing for today? What is something that God is doing in you today? So let's talk a little bit about comparison, because most of the time when we compare ourselves to the person next to us, you see, oh my gosh, they have a boyfriend, they have a girlfriend, they're doing this, and that with them. Oh, he buys her flowers, he gives her candy, and this. You are comparing yourself right there. Of course, you're gonna want what the other person has. You're looking at what God has for them, for their life at this moment. And what God has for them is not necessarily what he has for you. God has a specific plan. He has a specific purpose for you. That means that your story is going to look different than the person next to you. There's no point to comparison, to comparing yourself to the person next to you. In fact, when you're in comparison, you're not able to celebrate your friends. You're not able to celebrate them in their relationship, because you're so bitter in not having what they have. Instead of getting upset at what you don't have, what do? The first thing you do is have a grateful heart. Go to God, start thanking him. I want you to write down a list of everything that you're grateful for, because there's things every single day that we take for granted. The fact that you have a bed, the fact that you have clothes, the fact that you have shoes, the fact that you have family, the fact that you have someone that loves you, all of these things, I want you to write them out. Make a list so that you can see that there are good things in your life, so that you can see that there is things to be grateful for. Thank God, give praise to him for everything that you have, for everything that he's done in your life, for who he is. Why do people even get into relationships? A lot of the times it's out of selfishness. If you think about it, why are a lot of people even in relationships and they're still lonely? Why are people in relationships and they still feel unworthy or unloved? That right there is because they don't have identity. They don't have identity. Our identity comes from the Father, it comes from the Lord. So if we're lacking in our identity, we're constantly going to look for things to fill that void. We are constantly going to look for someone or look for something to try to fill that void. But let me tell you that nobody here on earth and nothing here on earth is going to satisfy that except for Jesus Christ. I want to encourage you today to seek him, to look for him. How do you seek God? How do I look for God? How do I speak to him? Step number 1, ask him, God, reveal yourself to me. Step 2, open up the Bible. The Bible is the word of God. The Bible is the written word of God. Every promise that he has for you is in the Bible. If you want to know what he says about you, that he says that you are loved, strong, chosen, courageous, that you are his creation, then you need to look in the word. So that's going to be another episode. If you're interested in that one, come back. But yes, everything stems from identity. If you're lacking in an area, look for God, seek God. So yeah, this has been episode 1 of Singleness. Come back for more if you want to hear what God says about you, how to wait in your singleness, how to be content, how to be happy. So yeah, love you guys. Bless you. Bye.